Alright, so originally I was going to start this on the road at the Speed of Mike show in Canada, in Quebec City. That's where we're going to start. But my first day back in San Diego, I saw something fairly interesting. So we're going to check that out right now. I'm going to hand it over to my boy, Fake Dan Bilzerian. Hey, Dan Bilzerian here. We're going to watch illegal immigrants climb under the border fence in San Diego. So obviously they have a hole in the fence or something. They went under it. So I'm sure you've seen on the news before when the Caravan comes and they climb the slats. Well, now, I don't know if it was there before because I've seen it from the other side, but there's barbed wire strands and rows going across the whole thing. So even if you got to the top, you couldn't jump over. Or if you did, you might get snagged in the barbed wire and that would really suck. So it looks like they found some kind of way underneath. I guess they can just fit through the slats. Or there's a hole under them, but so that's how well steel slats work, as you can see. So the group that came through was about 14 people. One officer, border patrol officer, came down to greet them. He waved them over, and it's split up into equally between adult males, adult females, and children. And right now there are two, it looks like maintenance workers looking at the area where they got in. I'm guessing maybe there was barbed wire there before and they maybe reached through the slats and cut it. So earlier I was watching them all congregating at that fence, and it looked like they were just like symbolically kicking the fence. They were all, or maybe it was calisthenics. It could have been anything. But I guess some of them were just wiggling around at the very bottom there. And yeah, it was very surprising to see him get through there. So one of the maintenance workers is bringing metal plates and holes in it, and that's going to fill the little gap. I guess they're going to have to weld that on there probably. So now there's a few more agents. There's 3 vehicles to do all the paperwork for these people, I guess. And the maintenance people they dug some holes, which I guess are going to fill in those slotted grates. Extension cord for their welding tool, and one's wearing a welding mask. Could probably make some funny comments about the way that was framed right there, but I'm not. They have a difficult job because the waves are coming up, and as you can see, they almost got splashed while they're welding. I don't know if that's gonna just electrocute them or what, or they just don't want to get wet. Either one would be bad, obviously, but so as you can see, the Swiss cheese metal grates are kind of covering that section where they got through, I think. I don't know if you could still fit a small child through the other little slits, but I think they got that whole thing covered. It looks like they've done this many times before, but who knows. So I guess they get bags to put their wet clothes in and then change out into dry clothes. They're like, wow, American sand, oh. Yes, American sand, far superior to Mexican sand. So now there's people just hanging out that same exact spot again. So that was the San Diego-Tijuana border. And I guess it's not entirely surprising that people make it through that. It was just surprising to make it through the land part. I always thought it'd be pretty easy to just kind of get in any kind of flotation device or swim over to the edge of the fence in the water there, and unless they have like underwater obstacles to snag you, which I doubt, 'cause I'm sure people will complain about that, but it's really interesting, I thought. Hey, Fake Dan Bilzerian here. Do me a huge solid and go ahead and hit like and subscribe.